Players versus league. What's really happening? Something huge is shaking up women's basketball. The WNBA and its players are in a high-stakes battle over a new CBA. With pay, travel, and family support on the line, tensions are skyrocketing. Watch closely. Here's what's really happening behind the CBA war. Chapter 1. Why the CBA crisis exploded. The WNBA CBA officially expired on October 31st, 2025, and that was the moment the clock started ticking. Negotiations had been ongoing for months, but progress stalled over several key issues: pay, benefits, roster rules, and off-season protections. At the same time, the league's revenues are skyrocketing, and media deals, sponsorships, and ticket sales are growing faster than ever before. Players argue that their compensation doesn't reflect the league's rapid financial growth, and frustration has been mounting publicly. Veteran stars and rising talents alike are speaking out, calling for change. Analysts and fans are paying close attention because this isn't just another negotiation process. It could mark a turning point for women's professional sports. Every statement, tweet, and press release now carries weight. This is the moment where the CBA war officially ignited, setting the stage for months of high-stakes drama, and the outcome could impact the league for years. Chapter 2. What the players want. So, what exactly are players demanding in this new round of negotiations? First, they want a larger share of league revenue. With TV deals, sponsorships, and merchandising exploding, players feel they deserve a cut that matches the WNBA's growth trajectory. Second, base salaries must increase, ensuring not just stars, but also role players earn competitive and sustainable pay. Third, they want full-season charter flights to reduce travel fatigue, particularly during back-to-back games, which can take a toll on health and performance. Fourth, they demand off-season protections, including contracts, benefits, and safeguards for those who play overseas, since many players supplement their income internationally. And finally, programs supporting families and parental needs are a top priority, reflecting the league's growing focus on inclusivity and player well-being. This isn't simply about money. It's about fairness, acknowledgement, and respect for their professional contributions. The WNBA's rapid rise has created a window of opportunity for players to secure long-term benefits, and they see this moment as critical for setting a new standard for the league and for women's sports overall. Chapter 3. The league's side. From the league's perspective, caution and sustainability are essential. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and WNBA leadership stress that salaries and benefits must align with the league's revenue structure, and sudden spikes could jeopardize team budgets. Charter flights, salary caps, and expansion costs are all real constraints that the league must consider. Still, the WNBA isn't ignoring players' concerns. They are open to gradual revenue share increases and improved benefits, provided it doesn't threaten long-term financial health. The league also emphasizes that new TV deals, sponsorship contracts, and marketing campaigns take time to fully materialize, so they are cautious about committing immediately. The goal is a sustainable model that allows for expansion, investment in grassroots programs, and continued attraction of fans and sponsors. It's a delicate balance. The league wants to reward players for their contributions while ensuring teams remain viable and competitive. Both sides are negotiating intensely, understanding that compromise is essential. The league's message is clear. Growth and stability cannot be sacrificed, even as players push for a more equitable share of the league's rising profits. Chapter 4. Money on the line. Let's talk about numbers because this is where the stakes get real. The WNBA is expanding, with multiple new franchises set to join the league soon. At the same time, viewership is at an all-time high, and national TV and streaming deals are bringing unprecedented revenue. Players argue that this financial boom proves that higher salaries and improved benefits are fully affordable. The league, however, emphasizes long-term planning. Expansion, marketing, and operational costs require careful allocation of funds to ensure every team remains competitive. Payroll, travel, and investment in future talent must be balanced against rising revenue. The tension is obvious. Players see an opportunity to claim a larger piece of the rapidly growing pie, while the league sees responsibility to safeguard the sustainability and future growth of the entire sport. Both sides want to win, just on very different terms. The numbers don't lie, and they're fueling this high-stakes negotiation. Chapter 5. Tense meetings, public statements, and escalation. Negotiations have grown increasingly tense and public. WNBPA leaders, including Nneka Ogwumike, have issued statements highlighting frustration with slow progress, calling for action and transparency. The league, in turn, responds with measured public statements emphasizing patience, fiscal responsibility, and long-term strategy. Players have taken subtle but visible steps to signal their dissatisfaction. Social media posts, interviews, and symbolic protests all add to the mounting drama. Behind closed doors, discussions reportedly stretch for hours, dissecting every detail from compensation formulas to travel logistics and family support programs. Both sides are under pressure, knowing a breakdown could have severe consequences for the season, team finances, and public perception. Every public comment, extension, or leaked detail now carries weight, making this one of the most high-profile labor negotiations in WNBA history. The relationship is strained, and the tension is undeniable. This is where the stakes truly escalate. Chapter 6. Lockout or Strike. With the CBA stalled, speculation about the next steps is rampant. A player strike is one potential outcome, which could halt games, disrupt schedules, and affect relationships with TV partners and sponsors. Conversely, a league lockout could pause operations entirely while talks continue. Another short-term extension might temporarily buy time but would leave underlying issues unresolved. Finally, a last-minute compromise is still possible if both sides find middle ground. Each scenario carries serious consequences for the league, players, and fans. A strike could challenge fan loyalty and player readiness, while a lockout could risk revenue and expansion plans. The uncertainty is tense, and every day of negotiation matters. Fans are watching closely. Players are prepared to fight for what they believe is fair, and the next move could define the WNBA's direction for years to come. Chapter 7. What fans are saying. Fans have made their voices heard, turning social media into an unofficial court of public opinion. Platforms like TikTok, X, and YouTube Shorts are buzzing with debates, memes, and polls weighing player demands against the league's caution. Many fans strongly support players, emphasizing fairness and the need for competitive pay. Others sympathize with the league, understanding the financial and operational constraints. The uncertainty surrounding potential strikes, lockouts, and free agency has caused anxiety and passionate discussion. Fan loyalty is being tested, and their reactions could influence negotiations, as public perception increasingly shapes league decisions. In today's digital age, fans are more than spectators. They are active participants in shaping the narrative and indirectly affecting outcomes in ways that weren't possible in past decades. Chapter 8. The Real Stakes. This CBA conflict is about far more than salaries or benefits. It's about the future of women's professional sports. The decisions made today will affect league credibility, player careers, youth participation, and the growth of women's basketball worldwide. Players are fighting for respect, fair compensation, and long-term security. The league is attempting to balance growth with sustainability and credibility. The outcome will set a precedent not only for the WNBA, but for other women's leagues, sponsorship deals, and media coverage. This isn't just a business negotiation. It's a cultural moment, a battle for recognition, and a test of how seriously female athletes are valued. How this story ends could inspire generations of players and redefine what's possible both on the court and behind the scenes in professional sports. The WNBA CBA war isn't just about pay. It's shaping the future of women's sports. Who do you think will win this battle, the players or the league? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates.